Alright, everybody. I am coming at you on this wonderful morning with my coffee in hand, a nice array of carrots to broadcast this 2v2 team match coming out of Europe. I believe this happened yesterday. Grabbed it offline and I'm pretty excited about it, especially considering I am a fan of Empire. So we have Team Empire here with Stefan H. I believe that will be it. On the left side is the yellow Protoss, and on the top we have the other Team Empire player, Wumpscut. Alright, he's just going to be Wump. It's a blue Protoss, and their opponent down in the south, we have from the Team NSK, Oxide, I believe, Oxide, as purple Terran. And we have LeChrist coming on as his teammate as the teal Zerg. I'm pretty excited about doing all of this. One, because of course I like the teams, and also because I think that team play, as I'm understanding it, not as like in the GSL where you have IM versus Slayers and one player from each team comes and plays, but as a 2v2 kind of match is something that's really not tapped into, I think, as much as it should be. I think it changes the game a lot. It really kind of changes what players have to do, what kind of builds are viable. The timings are different. So all of that is really kind of exciting for me. And also playing on a traditionally 1v1 map. So that means the bases are pretty far away for your teammates. They have to cross these big chasms. Who's going to get the gold if it goes that far? The middle ground is going to become really kind of a heated area to fight over. But so far, everything looks pretty standard. One gas. Well, he's only got one guy in there, dropping down his other pylon. So he's full walling off. So if I scouted this, especially with this overload coming in, I would expect maybe some kind of airplay, or he's really afraid of some fast pool, since he did see the pool was up. Knowing that he's not going hatchery first. He went probably, what was it, 10 pool? I don't really remember. I was too busy jabberwocking. Oxide getting up his observer. Wow. He needs orbital command. He's got only 2 in gas. Queen's out for the Zerg. The yellow Stefan looking very, very normal. Just finishing up. Got his Zealot out, hopefully on hold, to really deal with any sort of Zergling play. And there we go, getting Warpgate Tech. The double Protoss, I think, is a pretty good 2v2 combo, provided, well, I like him in the early game, more so than in the late, because I think they're able to kind of push with pretty powerfully. Triple racks going down for Oxide. Roach Warren is up, sorry about the delay there for that, which is not that surprising for me. Putting out 3 roaches and really not looking to get that expansion up anytime soon with his 26 food. Yellow, on the other hand, is going straight into the Robotech, probably going to get out a quick observer, try and get a sense of what the opposition is doing. I would think that LeChrist would want to kind of peek in here a little bit earlier to get a sense of what's coming out of Wump, who has the double gas, who has the complete wall in. 4 roaches coming out here, probably just going to do a little poke, but he has to be really careful, because if he meets this Terran army, I don't think that's going to go too well for him. But he's got reinforcements, which could change that battle almost entirely. Oh wait, what am I talking about? They're on the same team, so I'm still getting used to this. Especially on this map, kind of confuses me. So we're going to have a pretty good push coming out of here with around 8 roaches, a couple marauders, 5 marines. Reinforcements are not rallied, but he is picking this guy with the sentry. So Stefan is going to be in a little bit of trouble, but some good force fields should help him slow it down until his teammate gets here. Scan coming down, walling off perfectly at the front of the ramp. Going to get this pylon. Warping in another pylon to substitute that out. Needs to bring the Stalker forward. His teammates' reinforcement are coming in. Not a huge army for either of these Protoss players, but another good force field. These roaches need to turn around and start dealing with this extra army that's coming in. I like how Wump is staying somewhat, not really anymore, was staying in range of his teammates' fire from the stalkers from above. This stalker needs to get engaged. Roach is pushing up the ramp, looking really scary. Gonna get that unit before he can get warped in. Another sentry coming in. I don't know if that was the best choice, unless he's well, it's gone, so he can't do anything anyways. 3 more stalkers, huge marine ball coming forward, a nice roach army, reinforcements coming in. Bring up the units lost tab. Yellow suffering pretty big losses. His drone count is still the healthiest on this out right now, but this Immortal is going to do mega damage to help clean up this push. And these Marines are probably going to want to turn back around. So all in all, pretty nice hold, I have to say. Took out some tech, but before it went down, the early robotics facility was able to pump out an Immortal who got 4 kills. So that's pretty great for holding such early aggression, and being able to keep his drone count #1. Although his income is probably a little bit below the purple Oxid since he's got the mules. Teal is throwing down his natural expansion, and purple probably is not far behind. So I like that, building up a little bit of a wall. All these units here are massed up in the front. Lots of Marines. Well, they do have stim upgrade, but no combat shields yet. Medics on the way for Oxid. So I like the position that Team NSK is in at this point. The Observer's out for Stefan, getting a good sense of what it is. He needs to get able to scout that this hatchery is almost done. Throwing down 3 more gateways and the Robo, so Blue's going to be able to build up a pretty nice gateway army, but he's going to need to get on that expansion before too long. Otherwise he's not going to really be able to bankroll this operation he's trying to do here. Observer spots the army, has to be a little bit worried about that, needs to get out some units to deal with that. One of them might want to be going Colossus, while the other gets Immortals to deal with the Roaches and Marauders, because the Marines die so quickly to the Colossus. +1 weapons on the way for Blue. Let's see, look at the drone count. Still favoring Yellow, so he's doing a good job macroing up there. The Observer's following, there he goes, turning back around. This hatchery is up, looking pretty healthy. This one's almost done here, so the econ advantage is going to go to Team NSK. And the starport is ready. The medics are about to get loaded up, so I expect to see a drop coming quickly and maybe some aggression from the front. I really like the double-pronged idea, because it's going to be hard for Blue to get over to help out with what's going to be dropped in Yellow's base, because he'll be intercepted by this army here. Looking back at the production tab, Yellow is still getting a lot of Immortals, which is a good call. No charge yet on anything, no blink. +1 weapons is nearly done for Blue. Still not doing anything with this drop, and maybe he's waiting till they hit a specific level of units. I mean, this kind of mass roach play, I wouldn't think is all that viable in a 1v1 situation. It has obvious hard counters, especially without upgrades. But now they're going to have to deal with this really large Protoss force that's pushing forward here. That's 4 Immortals, 3 sentries, 5 Immortals total, about 7 or 8 sentries. Gonna sandwich them, getting them perfectly sandwiched. Nice force fields down the middle, splitting the army. All the different Guardian shields have gone up. While this is happening, the drop is going off into Stefan's main. These Roaches are really trying to deal with, but they have to have so much Marauder force. 5 kills. 5 kills. Or Immortals, sorry, 5 kills. He's got 15 kills on all these different Immortals. Targeting down the Nexus here, he's probably going to be able to get this. There's no forces for Stefan here, but Blue's army did not suffer significant losses. The Nexus has gone down. he's going to need to go back to deal with this army that's at his front, or they're going to try and do a 1-1 trade. Take out yellow, you take out me, hope my teammate can win. Because Roach is, now he's got Hydralisk to deal with some of that. Well, he can build Hydralisk. I don't know if I really like Roach Hydra as a combination build, but you know, with the DPS from the Hydra, could be pretty significant. Drones are trying to escape. This army is just decimating Stefan's base. He's getting upgrades and speed for his Lings. Roach is coming in here trying to save his teammate's base. Probably not going to be able to get it. Although the Zealot could be really helpful. Immortal goes down. Focusing down the sentries. Nope, now the Zealots. Yellow's bringing in his reinforcements and all of his drones. He's not going to try and re-macro up. He's going in for the kill right now. SCVs versus SCV versus drones. Getting the surround. Going to be able to take out all those SCVs. Really nicely done there. And going to get that, too. Back in the Zerg base, he's getting up a couple Hydras. But Blue has got pretty good... Well, he's not really producing, but I guess because he's on cooldown. 5 more Stalkers coming in here. The probes doing mega damage. Here comes Zerg's last hope. They need to get this command center. Resistance Purple's back up over here in the corner. Hydralisks are in the front where they don't want to be. Need the Roaches to soak up the damage. Drones coming in to try and take some of the hits. I think drones actually do a decent amount of damage versus Hydra, so that's easily cleaned up. Orbital's floating. Stefan got out a Warp Prism, so hopefully he'll spot this if he's going to really try and take this game. Because now it's basically 1v1, but I'm assuming... No, he's not going to just feed him, so he's going to try and build back an army. I think that's probably fine. What's Yellow's income look like? He has no money, so he'd have to get some from his ally. Drop coming up here in the north while the Spire goes down for Zerg. Not too far yet, but this could... Well, no. Wump is in good position. He's got the cannons. He's going to go past him, look for the natural. Looks like Yellow actually has spotted that this has gone down. The upgrades for the Hydralisk coming. So Purple's looking around to see about any sort of hidden expansion for Yellow, which he's not going to find happily for him. Meanwhile, Yellow is poking around. This will be able to clean that up. Oh, this one Hero Immortal, 13 kills. That's pretty nice. Healing up his units here. Not a lot of production coming out of hither, but forward pylon, big force of Stalkers coming in with the +1, I believe. Yep. Going to be able to take care of this. He needs to reposition his army, try and get a concave. If you're on the defensive and you know they're coming, you need to take advantage of that. Set up your units. This is not good. They're going to be far superior. Concave coming in for the Protoss. Sentries using their force field, somewhat okay. Queen's going to go down. These battle probes going in, trying to take down the Roaches. Hydralisks and Roaches, this is going to be GG any minute now. Coming with the Protoss win. The drop coming in from Purple will be annoying, but only marginally, since this is far more devastating. As this base will go down. Any reinforcements coming in, he's got 12 Zerglings, which, while Zerglings are great against Stalkers and Immortals, won't do nearly enough here, I'm afraid. So, the first game is going to go to Team Empire. Well, the Ling's coming to be able to catch 1, maybe 2 Stalkers. 2. Is he going to get the 3rd? He might. He does get 3. I was wrong in my guesstimation. Yellow alerting his teammate to the fact that there's a drop in his base. Oh, he should loading up. Boom, picking off that. This base is dead. This base is dead, but Team NSK doesn't know the meaning of quit. They're battling back as hard as they can. Purple's really macroing up hard here. Not sure what he's going to try and build, but I don't think that it will